Hello everyone, my name is Ritika Tyagi. Welcome to another session with Global GEG. Global GEG is a platform where a team of volunteer educator leaders from around the world here to empower and inspire teachers, schools, and educational communities in fostering environments of deep learning, creativity, and continuous growth. Let's welcome today's special guest, Mr. Gunavidar P. Girandio and Mr. Alvin S. Recusado. They are Edpuzzle coach and ambassador. So let's welcome them. Mr. Gunavidar P. Girandio and Mr. Alvin S. Recusado. They are Edpuzzle. Hello, sir. Welcome to our session.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening from the Philippines. Good morning.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, sir. I'm really excited for this session. I really want to learn new tools to make our classrooms interesting and interactive. So please welcome again and introduce yourself so that we can start with the session.
Mr. Benavides would want to go first. Would you want to go first, sir?
Okay. Good evening, everyone. So this session will be a very informative session, and it is in collaboration with my co-teacher here in Philippines, Sir Alwin. So the topic is supporting learning, supporting students with their learning with the use of Edpuzzle. Okay.
So yes, I am Alvin Reclusado, and I am a teacher from the Philippines, and we will be discussing about Edpuzzle and how can Edpuzzle help in student learning and engagement of the students in this time of pandemic learning.
Great. I'm really excited. I'll request our audience to please tell us your name and from where you are, and let's get the conversation started. We can continue with the session, sir. So do you want to share the screen? I think there's some network issue.
Mr. Benavides will be sharing his screen first, so perhaps he's having technical problem on his part.
So would you like to share your screen? Yes.
Okay. Once again, good morning, good evening here in Philippines. Okay. So whatever the time difference who are watching right now, once again, good evening. So the title is supporting students learning with Edpuzzle. Okay. So Edpuzzle, make a video your lesson. Okay.
Lahat ng PDF na import natin.
So what is Edpuzzle?
Pag ng PDF file, yung pong pages na ating PDF,
So
nagiging chunk.
choose any video from YouTube, embed your own assessment questions, and track your students' progress. It's easy and powerful. So that's the power of Edpuzzle. Now, Edpuzzle also let us make our life easier in creating beautiful interactive video lessons, and also integrate right into our LMS, and then track students' progress with hassle-free analytics. So hassle-free analytics will give us an idea which part of the topic, which video, which student, or which section needs an additional attention. Okay? So, may I ask first, how's my audio?
So lalabas po dito lahat yung PDF po yan. Chapter 1.
How's my audio? Is it okay?
Your audio is okay, sir.
Okay. Now, with the use also with Edpuzzle, we can also engage our learners, despite the fact that we are facing right now the second year of the pandemic. Even without our presence, still we can engage with our learners with the use of this very powerful tool, with the use of video lessons. And also, we can make our learners accountable for their actions with regards to education. Since we are facing in a distance learning, so as educator, we also have to find some powerful tool that can suffice our absence as teacher. And also, in puzzle, we will let our learners really participate. He or she must participate because of the data analytics will tell which video, which topic, in the amount of time, okay, allocated in a particular video. Then, Edpuzzle is our new best friend because students watch the video at their own. So meaning, because before, with regards to using video, we keep on giving them video lessons. Now the question is, okay, are we really sure that they are really watching that videos? Okay? What can be our barometer? What can be our gauge that they are really doing their part? Okay? So our powerful tool is Edpuzzle as our answer. Okay? So say for instance with this example, okay? So a certain video lesson given to our learner, then they can watch, rewatch, and rewatch, okay, until they understand the topic. And also, Edpuzzle will hold every student accountable. See who's watching. So we, in our end as educator, using our dashboard, we can see which student is really participating his or her part, and also who answers the questions, either right or wrong. And then, speaking of data analytics, okay, from student 1 to student 5, if you notice, okay, you can see the performance of the different learners. So out of 100, 50 out of 150 for student 4 and 5. And the rest, they're performing less compared to student 4 and 5. So that's one way of analyzing using the data analytics. And also the date and time, we can also monitor. Then, they won't be able to skip ahead or open other tabs. So that means, okay, they have to watch the video until the video ends. And notice at the bottom part, there are droplets. Okay? So that droplets indicates embedded question. So that means that the area where the video stops. So as it stops, the learner must answer the question. It will never continue as long as our learners will give his or her answer. Okay? And then you'll get 100% participation because student 1 to student 4, they will notice which part or which video they need to put more attention. Okay? So if you notice student 1 to 4, with regards to participation, 100%. And then student 1, only 88 to 100. And the rest, 100%. Okay, so according to the statement, don't reinvent the wheel, save time. Okay, so by means of what? By means of sharing. So in sharing, you can use a ready-made lesson from another teacher. So meaning you can share from your ready-made lesson to other teacher. And also, we can maximize the use of YouTube. Now in YouTube, you can search for any YouTube video and copy it to your content. But speaking of other source of videos, it's not only YouTube. Okay, Sir Alwin, later on we'll discuss what's the other source aside from YouTube. And also, we can upload our own video. Especially, we are now in the pandemic. The pandemic really taught us a lot. First is how to make or edit our own video lesson for our learners, which can be contextualized. So you can upload that video by your own. Then Edpuzzle is very safe. Okay? So that means Edpuzzle really think the safety of our learners with regards to their data privacy. So if you notice, we have I keep safe, COPA, we have FERPA, CSPC. So the purpose is student privacy page. So that means they always consider the safety of our learners since we are talking about gathering of private information. Okay, so I think that's all with regards to my discussion. So the full continuation will be done by Sir Alwin Ricosado, our Edpuzzle ambassador here in Philippines. Okay, go ahead and take it away, Sir Alwin.
Thank you very much, Sir Benavides. So I will be sharing my screen now.
Okay, sir.
So as was what was mentioned a while ago, Edpuzzle is very safe, and we can access Edpuzzle through different means as long as we have our gadgets and we can connect to internet. We can also have the applications from Google Store, or we can also have something from uh, the App Store. So for now, I will be discussing to you. I have prepared the videos to discuss the different things that we could do with Edpuzzle, and with the hope that this video presentation will help us in discovering more about Edpuzzle, learning more about Edpuzzle, and with the hope that this will help us as well as educators to support our students to learn despite the limitations that we have in this pandemic learning. Let's familiarize ourselves with Edpuzzle. So I am the homepage of Edpuzzle. So you see here the different features. We have content, gradebook, my classes, my profile. Then under content, you see home, curriculum, the name of my school, my content or the different videos that I have created and curated, and the popular channels where we could get our Edpuzzle videos. So we have here Edpuzzle, YouTube, Khan Academy, National Geographic, TED Talks, Veritasium, Number File, and Crash Course. So if we go to curriculum, you will see here Edpuzzle's curriculum, and from elementary, middle school, and high school. So if we click any of this, so for example, I will click middle school, you will see here the different subjects that we usually teach: science, social studies, electives, math. If I will click math, you will see the different topics once again, or the different divisions in math or branches of mathematics for middle school. Let's take a look, for example, geometry. Content area in geometry is the one that I'm choosing, will be area. So we see a variety of videos from the different sources once again. If we take a look at perimeter and area, this is from Khan Academy. So we have here Edpuzzle Curriculum MS. It means that this is the creator of this video lesson. And you see here teardrops. These are questions that are already embedded in the Edpuzzle video. We see 1,155 other video versions. It means that there are already 1,155 teachers who used this video and edited this video. So let's take a look at the work of Stephen Holmes. So for Stephen Holmes, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions. And if you want to use this work of Stephen Holmes, What we can do is either we copy, directly assign, share the preview to our students, or edit. In this case, I will make a copy. And it says here, Edpuzzle copied to your content. Now let's go to content. Then click my content. So here is the video that we have chosen a while ago. I will click it. So you see now that the author of this video is me already, because I can edit this video. You see cut, voiceover, and questions. So usually, the different things that we could do with Edpuzzle is, number one, we can cut the video. So when you say cut the video, that's that we will be editing the video. So let's try to edit. Usually what I do in my classes, especially if it is from YouTube, is I remove the introductory part and the credits at the last part. So if I move or drag, so I am now lessening the number of minutes and seconds here. Please take note. And if I don't need the last part, for example, now my total view time is 7 minutes and 27 seconds. What if I don't need this part of the video? So in the middle part of the video, I will just click the part that I do not need, and then I will click Add Cut. Then I can drag. And I can drag this part as well. Now, my total view time is 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Once I am done editing the video, I can click Finish. And this is now the new version of the Edpuzzle video. What if I would want to add different questions or edit the questions that are already in this given video? So what I'll do is I'll click Questions.
There I have it.
So what is the perimeter? So this is the original question that was embedded here. So I can click Edit. And if I want to edit, all we have to do is to type, just like making or typing any other document. Then, if we are satisfied with our edits already, don't forget to double check if the answer is correct or not. Once you are done, then click Save.
There.
So what if I would want to make my own question? So what I can do, if I would want to add my own question, you see here, you just click on the part
Let's say we know the following.
You want to make your own question at 49 seconds. Click multiple choice. Then you type the question that you want and the different answers or choices that your students will be choosing from. Or aside from that, in the questions part, we can make add an open-ended question. What I usually do with the open-ended question is I put a question towards the end of the video. This is to check my students. Usually I use visible thinking routine, or I just check on them on how confident are you about the lesson. Then I'll click Save. And the students will be answering this question as well. Then similarly, if I want to give other notes to my students, I can click Note. And I can add here other discussions or different discussions that I want. Or I can add another link that will be very relevant to the topic, so that at the end of the video, if you want to support your students with more content, then they can do and go to the link that you are going to provide. So let's say, for example, let's search on perimeter. and say formula for perimeter, or from Varsity Tutors, and I want to give this and perhaps additional reading on area and volume. All I have to do is to click copy, go back to Edpuzzle, and paste it and save.
So, once,
So your students
So
will
once
be
again, I use-
seeing the note that you have given. Now, what if you have this video from YouTube and you want to edit this or turn this into a video lesson? So one thing that we can do is to click, just copy, then go back to Edpuzzle, then click search, then post it there, then click search. So the video will now load and you can edit this just like what I have mentioned a while ago. So we can drag. We can drag. And then we can add questions. So we can, for example, this time I would want to give an open-ended question. What is a perimeter? Then I'll click save. And we have here a teardrop already. Then for voiceover, if the video is our original video, then we can add a voiceover. But if it is from any of the sites that I have mentioned a while ago, then we cannot add voiceover. Then once we are done editing, adding our video questions, let us click finish. There we have it. This is now the video lesson that I have just made. Now, what if we want to search from the different channels? So all we have to do is to click. So for example, YouTube, Khan Academy. So we have here the Omnibox. Then just click what we want to search. And we can do this with National Geographic and others. What if you want to know the content of your group mates, teammates, or the people you are working with? So I have here, the chosen subject is math, then 7th and 8th grade. So in my school, here in this case, Xavier School, I see the different videos that are created or curated by my teammates in my department. So I have here Micaela Ramos, GJ Iroso, Melissa Regaya. It means that we are using the same video in teaching our students. Then I have here Marcy de la Peña. So these are the different videos that my co-teachers are creating or curating, and they are using this in their classes. So I have here a video by Milka Victoriano or Greg Chua. Now, what if you want to add your own content? So just click my content and click add content. You can create a video, upload a video, make a new folder, just like what you see here, grade 8, grade 7 math. I made new folders for this specific content, or I can upload my own video. So how are we going to upload our own video? All we have to do is choose a file or choose from Google Drive, or we can drag the video. So I am now uploading a video for Edpuzzle, and you see here that it says uploading Excel with Edpuzzle. So it will take us a few minutes for us to finish uploading this one. So this will depend on your internet, how fast your internet is, or how slow your internet is. So let's just wait for a few moments for this to upload. Once the video is done uploading, you will see in my content that Edpuzzle is preparing the video that you have uploaded already. Then let's wait for a few more moments for this to be ready for editing. So after editing our video, then we can, or after uploading our video and Edpuzzle is done preparing our video, then we can start editing the video already, and we can assign that video that we have uploaded in the different LMS or learning management systems that we have, or in our Edpuzzle classes. So what else can we do with Edpuzzle? As what was mentioned a while ago by Mr. Buen, when we're talking about Edpuzzle, we say that we can work with our data analytics. So data analytics of Edpuzzle is very beautiful, and it is one of my most favorite features in Edpuzzle. So this was shown a while ago. So what if we have our students, we see the improvement, or we see the progress of our students with the use of Edpuzzle analytics. So in this case, we see here student 1, 2 until 5, and the progress of the students, the date, and the time. So we see that we can really support individualized learning, self-paced learning of our students, or we can actually maximize the use of Edpuzzle in flipping our classes. So in this example, student 1, for example, he got 60 over 100 of the questions that were given, or probably we can say that 60% of the questions were answered by student 1 correctly. And he finished it on the 10th of March, and he finished it as early as 8:47 a.m. Then we have student 5, and for student 5, he got 80% of the questions correctly, and it took him a little longer, so he finished this one 9:03. So one thing, if we use Edpuzzle, for example, in our synchronous sessions, please see to it that you give extra time for our students, especially if you are teaching math or subjects that may take time for them to give their answers, or depending on the questions. So one of the tips that I can give is give additional time. So for this video, for example, this video is good for 5 minutes. I gave 15 minutes for my students to work on this video. Because why do I have to give additional time for the students? What's the 10-minute time? This is for the students to go back, for example, to rewatch certain parts of the video if they didn't understand the video yet, or to support them or give them more time as they compute and or solve the different questions that I have given them, which were embedded in this video. So similarly, since we are in my synchronous sessions, sometimes when I notice that my student is not in progress, what I do is I ask him or inform him that he is not, I don't see any progress in his video yet, because we see real-time progress in Edpuzzle. So this will also help us communicate to our students and see if they are having problems with their internet, for example, or if they are having a hard time accessing the video. Then we can communicate with our students. We can ask them what is happening, or they can inform us of their situations, current situations, so that we could adjust or work within that given parameter. Then one more thing is that we can analyze our Edpuzzle videos or the answers of our students with their different questions, or with the different questions that we made. So in this given example, I clicked questions, and I see here already that in this given question, you see here 29 out of 39 got this question correctly. So it means that majority of the students got the discussion from the Edpuzzle video lesson that I have given them. And aside from that, we can analyze each of the different options that we have given. So from that question, we can analyze each of the questions. So you see here that 76% got it correctly, whereas the two other questions, 15% didn't get it correctly or got the wrong answer, and another 2% got the wrong answer as well. So we see already here how powerful the analytics of Edpuzzle is. And we can also work with each student depending on the time that they have spent in the Edpuzzle video. So for example, we have here, I have a 2 minute and 10 seconds video. And this student that you see, he only spent 2 minutes in the given video, and he only got 1 out of 3 questions correctly. So in this case, we can understand one thing that for us to understand is that this student really didn't stay in the video or didn't focus in answering the video, because take note, my video is 2 minutes and 10 seconds, and he only spent 2 minutes in watching the video. So I can already work within this given idea, and I can discuss this with the student. Or
So we have a question here. So one of our member has asked, how about the open-ended questions? How can we track the responses of our students? Would you like to answer that?
yes, the open-ended questions, we can also track them. We can actually we can see them. It says that there are some questions that there are some answers that needs to be graded, and you can see the answers of the students. So it is also given there. It's not only the multiple choice questions. So you will also see the different answers of your students. So let's move on. With this case, for example, I have here student 2. So just a clarification, I have just covered the names of my students. So in the interest of um, confidentiality and privacy as well. So in your own case, you will see this as the names of your students. So student 2, the same topic, loss of exponents, part 3, zero and negative exponent. So he also spent 2 minutes watching the video, but we see here the difference with the other student that I have shown a while ago. So for this, the student was able to answer all of the questions correctly, and he was able to watch the video 100%, and his grade is 100 over 100. And similarly, we have a lot of things coming for Edpuzzle and a lot of updates that we can expect from Edpuzzle for the months of August and September, in time for the opening of classes in different countries and different areas as well in my country. So we will be having audio responses as part of the development of Edpuzzle. And a while ago, I have shown you what if you are working on your own video, or if you want to make your own video, you still have to upload your own video or the video that you have created. But now in upcoming this August and September, we can already screen record within the platform of Edpuzzle. Then after recording, we can edit and embed the questions in the videos all in one place already. So no more delays in uploading and no more delays in preparing the video, because you are already recording within the platform. And we will be having more integrations, and one of the most seamless integrations and easiest way to consider when we're talking about Edpuzzle is its smooth integration with Google Classroom. But we can also have different integrations with the different learning management systems, such as MS Teams. This is coming. Next, we have already integrations with Canvas and Schoology, among others. And then Edpuzzle Originals Curriculum. So there is now the professionally made and standards aligned videos made and built in practice. So this is designed by professionals, and this will be launched as well in August. So a lot of things are coming in for Edpuzzle. And one thing that I really want to suggest to different teachers it to raise our bar higher. It's not only us doing our videos, and I know that some of us are using or asking our students to do video logs or vlogs. So why not try or let our students post their videos or make their own videos in Edpuzzle or with the use of Edpuzzle? And they can also edit and embed their own videos and send it or share it to their classmates or to the class. So these are the different things that we believe that we can help and support the learning of our students, and we can make a better engagement in our classes, and also We know that through the use of Edpuzzle, we can have better engagement, not only better engagement with our students, but we can also track their progress. And through this, we can give immediate feedback through the different answers that we have already provided in the different questions that we have embedded, or we can perhaps through the analytics we can individualize learning, or we can do different activities or differentiate learning for our students. And we can also use Edpuzzle in rotation station, among others. So these are just some of the things that we would want to share to you about Edpuzzle. And if you have questions, or if you have clarifications, or if you want or need other things for us to address, then we are here for you for your different questions.
I personally loved the session. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I loved the part that how we can integrate Edpuzzle with other apps as well. We can use videos for the like, and we can add questions, different sets of questions, like multiple choice and open ended. So I'm personally going to use it, and
So
I'm
I,
sure our audience loved it as well. So
so I really hope that our session will be is of help to other teachers, because this is also one of our major concerns. I am teaching high school, junior high school in the Philippines, and sometimes the engagement is really a problem, or monitoring our students, since we are fully remote online learning. So Edpuzzle really, for me, based from my experience, has been of great help. And through the different questions that I embed, and through the different visible thinking routines that I add in the questions, uh, I am I am assured that my students are learning. I am assured that my students are engaged, and I can discuss different things. Or if I notice that there are problems with my students, then I can work with them individually.
yes, absolutely. During the pandemic, we have been searching for new tools, online tools, which will make our classes more interesting, which will help us to analyze the students' performance. So I'm sure Edpuzzle is going to be quite helpful for our teachers who have joined us today. And I would request everyone to subscribe to our Global GEG channel, to type in your questions if you have any in the chat box. Our session experts are here with us, and it was amazing. I will also share the feedback form with you all. So please leave us a feedback. I really love the way you explain in such an easy manner. Uh, I could follow each and every step personally, and I'm sure I'm going to use Edpuzzle again.
Mm.
Yes, actually, that's one thing that I love with Edpuzzle. It is very easy, and actually, if we go back to the previous, before I discovered Edpuzzle, it takes me time to edit a video. Editing a video alone is a challenge for me. But when I started using Edpuzzle, if you notice, I was able to edit an 8-minute video in a matter of minutes. So
Yeah.
maybe Sir Gwen can add more to that.
Yes, sir. Now, Edpuzzle is not only for tracking, it's not only for embedding questions, not only for editing videos, but also it can help learners and our fellow educators under the certifications part, wherein the purpose is for professional development, and then also for learners for character building. Especially nowadays, we are in summertime, so meaning we're still waiting for the official schedule for the opening of classes. So why not maximize our time with the use of Edpuzzle, maybe our own children. So enroll those free courses, at least aside of always using gadgets, also maximize their time by enrolling themselves, knowing like about as what I have said, character building, and also about safety with regards to use of ICT and data privacy. So responsible citizenship, it's one also. And then for teachers, with regards to professional development, we have Edpuzzle level 1, level 2, and also Edpuzzle coach, and so many free courses there. So
Wow,
a lot more, a lot more.
that's amazing. It's a wholesome package for all the teachers and students. That's wonderful.
Yes, in line with these different professional development certifications that Edpuzzle
Wow.
provides, it will also be uh, they can share to the different on how to use Edpuzzle, how to be a certified educator with the use of Edpuzzle. But it's not only that; it's not only on the using of Edpuzzle, but it is on the use of Edpuzzle appropriately, because there are also certifications there where it is on, for example, flip learning, certifications for self-paced learning, certifications, different certifications with the use of different tools, Google tools, and many more. So teachers or fellow educators, if you have time to explore, please do explore Edpuzzle and go. Do not forget to check the certifications in Edpuzzle. The different pedagogies really helped me in discovering the different ways for me to use and explore Edpuzzle. And based from my experience, I would want different educators around the world to have fun and explore Edpuzzle as well.
I'm surely going to explore and have fun with it. Thank you, Alvin sir and Bruno sir. Thank you so much. It was a wonderful session. Uh, we learned a lot from both of you. I'm looking forward to have more sessions with you. Thank you once again.
And by the way, ma'am, the link I gave you for the learning materials for our viewers. So that's inside Wakelet. So that's a collection of videos for them to really understand how to use appropriately our Edpuzzle.
Okay, sure. Will be the link will be shared with all the viewers then, sir. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Okay, thank you,
you.
Sir Alwin.
Thanks, Sir Ben.
Okay, goodbye, everyone. Stay safe.